Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the August meeting of the Zoning Board of Appeals. The way this works, we have a pretty short agenda today, is that we start a public hearing for each application. We close the public hearing, we allow the public to speak during the public hearing only, and then the board will discuss and deliberate and decide on each application. Before we start, can we all rise for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, first application is Terrence Kluber. Mr. Kluber, how are you?
Not too bad.
Raise your right hand, please. You promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
So help me God.
Okay, what are we here for today?
Variance for deck to 5 foot, so I can put the stairs coming down on the side. I got a picture of the way the stairs go, and it's like 20, 15 feet coming down. It's a little dangerous, so.
Do you want to present that to us now? Should hand him one.
Thank you.
That's the way they wore it.
Okay. Okay.
The deck was constructed in 2003? Sometime?
So, somewhere along, it's a project I inherited. Not inherited, I actually bought. It was prior to, though.
All right, Silvio, any questions?
No questions.
Rose?
So you are replacing the deck?
Yes, I'm replacing it, taking those stairs that I just showed you in the picture, and just bringing the stairs on the side.
So the deck will remain the same size?
Yes.
Okay.
Nothing changing except for the steps coming down.
Steps, okay. No other questions?
Mark?
No questions. No questions. No questions.
Thank you. Anyone from the public wish to be heard? Nope, I'll entertain a motion.
So moved. To
Anyone
close the hearing.
Second?
Motion to close the hearing, and seconded by Rose. All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Just trying to help, Phil.
I appreciate that. Okay, how about helping me with this last name? The application of Lena Smajla? Smila, sorry. My last name, I get butchered enough. I try to be good with that. Okay. Raise your right hand. Promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help me God.
I do.
Okay, what are we here for today, miss?
We're here for the fence by the lake. I repaired the fence.
Okay, so you're here for an interpretation regarding the fence, correct? That it was maintained and not replaced?
It was not replaced, all of it, not all of it. I repaired it.
Okay, and why are you in front of us now? What happened?
Dennis.
Because someone thinks that I did the whole fence new, and it's not actually not all new.
Dennis went out there. We got a complaint about fence on the lake, not specifically that one, multiple ones. He went out there and just did a sweep of all of them. Saw that there was a variance granted by this board for the fence that was existing only, and it could be repaired but not replaced. So that's why it's here. Your board gave a variance. There's no determination on whether or not it's been replaced or what degree of replacement your board meant.
Right.
One more thing that came up, though. Dennis just wrote down that there's a shed on that property also.
Yes,
When did that get there?
a couple of years ago.
Okay. You'll need a permit for that shed. And
Okay.
possibly a variance, so you may want to hold this.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. Do you think so, looking at that photo?
There was a shed there. This is just another shed.
Okay. He says there's no permit in the file for any sheds.
There was a shed there when we bought the property.
Okay. Well, we should probably check into that. This is just brand new to me, so just so you know, I would have done this beforehand, but,
What's
it
to
says
her benefit to put it off and get it all together?
get it all together.
That
You
would be
don't
the
usually act on one without the other. You could hear the case, I assume, but just,
You could. Typically, if there's a nonconformity that's not being addressed by the board in the application, the board usually withholds from determining the application until one way or other it becomes conforming, either by amending the application or by getting whatever permit. That's a discretionary thing. You can certainly hear it and decide it tonight. What Mike's telling you is there's a shed out there that apparently there's no permit for.
And the public has a right to be heard about the shed as well.
If there's an application.
there's a
if they need
variance needed.
relief from you guys, the public does have the right to be heard, yes.
If it
it's
needs
just-
variance.
And we're
They
not
just
sure
need a
at this
building
point.
permit, they don't. Or CO, they don't.
Okay, so Miss, what are your thoughts? You hear what the options are. We can hear this today, but you may be back regarding the shed, or do you want to try to put it all together and have one hearing regarding it?
Maybe together?
Okay?
Okay.
So how long will it take? How long will it take for her to get the paperwork
A
in?
couple days. I should have
So
an
we-
answer by Monday or Tuesday, I would
We
say.
be on in September then?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so that's what we'll do. We'll hold it over then until September.
But do you want to hear the case on the fence or hear it all together?
We'll do it all together? That's what you want to do?
I mean, I can also just get rid of the fence first and then deal with the shed later.
We could do
if-
that too.
Yes.
So do I have a motion to hold over?
So moved.
All right, anyone want a second?
Second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, so we'll hold this over, so till September, and you could bring, if you want to remove the issue regarding the fence, that's your prerogative, and if you want to, ask for the permit on the shed, and we'll see if it all has to come before us in September,
Okay.
okay?
Thank
That's
you.
all right, Mike?
Fine. And I could do all that from my office, so if you want to give me a call tomorrow afternoon or Monday.
I will. Thank you.
Thank you.
very much. Have a good evening, everybody.
You too.
Number 3, Elvis Aponte. Mr. Aponte, raise your right hand. You promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
Okay, what are we here for today, sir?
Variance to rebuild an existing deck and extend it 2 feet.
Okay, so this deck has already been built,
Yeah, deck's been there, was there when we purchased the house.
and when was that?
We purchased September 25th of last year, so it hasn't even been a year.
And how did it come to us?
We were going to replace existing, and we decided to extend it an extra 2 feet for the permit, and was told we needed a variance.
They didn't build this yet.
It's not built
It
yet.
hasn't been built yet.
The old deck was built, which was conforming. Now with the 2-foot addition, he needs a variance.
All right,
And it's,
all right. Silvio, any questions?
no questions.
Rose?
No questions.
Mark?
No questions.
No questions.
No
You're
questions.
on top of us, okay. Anybody wish to be heard on this from the public? No, I'll entertain a motion to close.
Motion to close public hearing?
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Okay, last, but certainly not least, Richard and Jill Takovitz. Okay,
Hi,
raise your right hand. Promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth,
I
so
do.
help you God. Thank you. What are we here for today?
for a variance on a shed that's existing on the property, we're putting the house on the market.
And how long has the shed been there?
I'm guessing since about 2009 or 10.
Okay. And is it possible to move the shed?
It would be the same situation no matter where the shed was on the parameter of the house.
And there's no property that you could purchase to bring it into conformity?
There's not.
And they have 2 front yards.
Yeah.
They're on Aunt Patty's and
Right.
Pigot, I think.
Pig-
They got,
All right. Mark, any questions?
no questions. No questions. No questions.
Rose?
No questions.
Silvio?
No questions.
Anybody wish to be heard from the public? No? I'll entertain a motion.
Motion to close public hearing?
Anyone want a second?
Second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Moving right along, huh, guys? Application number 1, Terrence Kluber. Do I have a motion?
Motion to grant?
Do I have a second? Second. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passes. Number 2 is hold over till September. Application of Elvis Aponte. Do I have a motion?
Motion to grant?
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Application of Richard and Jill Takovitz. Do I have a motion?
Motion to grant?
Do I have a second?
Aye. Aye. Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion passes. Okay. Minutes. from July 27, 2017. Do I have a motion?
Motion to accept.
Do I have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Here we go. Thank you, everybody. Have a nice, safe Labor Day.
Motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
We never do that one.
You know?
Never done motion.